Hey everybody, welcome to the Jim Master Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. How's everybody doing today? It's good to see all your smiley faces. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I hope you are ready for some live entertainment, good times, light, love, levity, and our famous love here on JMS Live. Yeah, that's what it's called. And it happened because it just slipped out of my mouth into summertime when I was saying our show has a lot of light, love, and levity, especially during the pandemic. You know, everybody wanted to be inspired and lifted from the craziness of the pandemic and the economic situation and the civil unrest and all the political craziness. So we created the show out of my work as a television and radio presenter, personality, host, journalist, actor, writer, producer, stage MC, voiceover artist, blah, 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 blah. All the rest of those things I do in the industry. And we created this cool show that we call JMS Live, the Jim Master Show Live. We broadcast here from the greater New York area in the United States of America, in the greater New York area along the beautiful coast between New York and Boston. And we have guests that come in from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, entertainment, culinary arts, comedy, sports, inspiration, you name it. They come through the Jim Master Show Live, and it's amazing. Night after night, we've been doing this 7 days a week, over 410 episodes live with viewers watching literally from all around the world. That's cool, and that's quite amazing. And thanks for joining us, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here. We've got a very special guest who's joining us live and direct from Toronto, Canada. Yes, we are so excited to have her here. She's amazing at what she does. She's an incredible actress, singer, songwriter, as well as entertainer. And she had an opportunity to be in the very first international tour of the Broadway hit, Dear Evan Hansen. Not just that, but Steph La Rochelle, who's joining us again from Toronto, she's amazing with a burgeoning online presence, growing number of credits to her name, like Heartland on the CBC network in Canada, Backstage on Disney, in the dark from the CW. Steph La Rochelle is making her mark. She was a finalist in the Bluesfest's Emerging Artist Showcase, as well as the coveted Ccma Discovery Program, which included a Ccma Discovery Award nomination. Most recently, she was starring in the national tour of Dear Evan Hansen. Praised for her vocal purity and ethereal quality, this pop country songstress always leaves you with a captivating performance. She's going to perform live for us as well. She's got her guitar by her side. Again, she's live and direct from Toronto, Canada, and we're going to welcome her to the show in just a second. First, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the channel that you're watching right now. That really does help our show. It helps us deliver the great content coming your way here on the Jim Master Show Live. And don't forget to click the notification bell as well. We'd love it if you click that notification bell, because when you click the notification bell, that way there, you'll always be notified when we have live episodes of our series, plus our surprise pop-up shows as well. So you're watching our YouTube channel. We would love it if you subscribe to the channel. There it is on the screen, youtube.com/Jim Masters TV. It is the channel that you're watching right now. Don't forget to spread the sunshine and the levity. Tell everybody about our series. We would absolutely love that. Tell the world. The more people watch, the more we're able to deliver content to you and you and you and you. Thanks, gang. You guys are the best. Those of you who have been sharing and tagging and raving about the show. We really love that. That means a great, great deal to us here and all the hard work we're doing behind the scenes. So Steph is with us here on the show in just a second. First, we greet all of you. And today we've got our Welcome Las Vegas, Nevada mug. Yeah, every night we have a different glass, a different mug. This one is something really, really cool. When we were in Las Vegas on a television project, television shoot, we picked this up. So tonight, Las Vegas, Nevada is our mug. It's a really cool mug, isn't it? I mean, you see this on both sides, so it doesn't matter. I think all mugs should be made this way because I'm left-handed and the world is really made for right-handed. My whole family is left-handed. And so they made this for left-handed as well as right-handed people. I think that's pretty cool. So we toast all of you. Cheers, slancha, all the rest, mazel tov, everything that everybody says. And it's good to see everybody here on the show. Let's welcome live and direct from Toronto. We're going to check in with some of our fabulous viewers who are called our Lovities. They are amazing and they are commenting all over. Again, we welcome you to the show, Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. We welcome all the JMS Lovities around the world. We welcome you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And we would love that. And of course, we welcome actress, singer, songwriter Steph La Rochelle live from Canada. And it's good to see everybody. We're going to check in with some of our Lovities around the world. Now, I filled in, Steph, on the whole Lovity thing here on our show, how that just happened to happen. She loves the idea. She says, count me in. She wants to be a Lovity. So she sure is. Let's welcome her right now from Canada. Steph, welcome to the show. It's good to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So how are you? You doing well? Nice weather? Good things happening there in Toronto?
Well. Yeah, it's cooled down a little bit. We had a heat wave for the past week. It's been pretty warm, but nice weather. Can't complain.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we had too. We had a heat wave and then a big storm came through the other night and cooled us off, which is really, really nice. You, of course, very busy under normal conditions, but then last year, sort of a pandemic hit the world and things came to a stop a little bit for the world. What were you doing and involved in, Steph, when you got the call that things were going to be slowing down and stopping, the call that many people got?
Yeah, so I was on tour with dear Evan Hansen. We were in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we had done a few shows that week. I think it was a Wednesday, and we got the call saying the show is canceled tonight. And then we kind of had to spend a couple days in town, and they flew us all home, and it all just came to a drastic halt. So it was very, at the time, I think we didn't realize how intense this pandemic was going to be at the time. You know, we didn't know that it was going to turn into what it did, and we kind of thought that we would have maybe a 2-week vacation, but here we are, and we're still waiting it out. So
yeah. Well, I know that during that time, there's nothing better than being surrounded by, you know, unconditional love by the people and, you know, the things that make life worthwhile. And I know you've got a lot of that in your life. You're with a wonderful family and friends and some others. Who do we have there?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a plus side to all of this. I mean, I got to spend more time. I couldn't bring her on the road, so I got to spend more time with my little puppy.
Yeah, really great shot, Steph. And what's your puppy's name?
Her name is Lily. She's 7 now. It's wild. Wow. She's a Shih Tzu poodle mix. Yeah.
Wow, that's unconditional love. That's unconditional
Absolutely.
love. I know. Although you seem to attract that wherever you go from, the research that we've been doing, Steph. There's more unconditional love.
Yeah. Found that guy in a hotel. He was just waiting there for me. So I had to snap a pic.
Look at the size. We have a big panda here we call Lin that's on our set. But I mean, that is a huge teddy bear.
Huge, yeah. I forgot what his name was, but yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about, it's fantastic. It's real unconditional love. We'll talk about the dear Evan Hansen and that wonderful connection and more in a second. But how did you first get started there in Canada? What were some of those early, sources of inspiration? Were you always, an active kid that was singing and dancing and performing? Did your parents notice that and say, hey, she's really good at this. We may have to foster this passion that she has?
Absolutely. Yeah, I have to thank my parents for sure. I from a very, very young age, was always singing around the house, and I was obsessed with musical movies. I loved Annie and The Wizard of Oz and Grease and all those kinds of things. And I would watch those movies so often that I wore out the VHS tapes. Like, they just stopped working at one point. And yeah, I was just always singing around the house. So they put me into singing lessons when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I mean, I just never stopped. I started singing around town and joining community theater and kind of just taking any opportunity that I could.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Who were some of the artists and the groups that you really liked as you were rising and up and coming? And who are some of the groups and singers and performers that you like today that you admire?
Yeah, so I grew up, my dad always had music playing in the house when I was a kid. So I grew up listening to, he was always playing Queen and Elton John and Supertramp and all that great classic rock and stuff like that. And he also listened to a lot of those, iconic, incredible female vocalists. So, Celine and Whitney and Barbara. So those are some of my early inspirations. And as I grew up, I kind of discovered, different kinds of music, and we always used to watch American Idol. So I idolized, Carrie Underwood and Kelly Clarkson and those people. And I kind of discovered, I think I discovered country music a little bit later. Some of the sort of modern country performers like Lady A and that kind of thing, and Taylor Swift and all that great stuff. And it's just kind of evolved over the years. Yeah. I really love all.
You love it all, yeah, which is cool because it gives you an opportunity to tap into different genres of music and allows you to express different sides of yourself based on your mood and your experiences in life. Because I know you like pop, you like country, you like a lot of different elements of music, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I don't like to even put myself in a box and label it. I don't think music needs to be sort of put in a box. I think it's cool when people cross over and all those different elements from different genres sort of overlap. It makes for some interesting music.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So when you were growing up, did you take to the guitar right away? Were you a singer first and then a musician, or were you the musician first who then started to learn singing?
Right. So I'm definitely a singer first. I picked up guitar around, I want to say, how old are you in grade 5? Maybe like 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
So there was a club at school, and one of the teachers started a music club, and students would sort of gather at lunch and play guitar, and he would teach a few songs. And I really wanted to join, and I really wanted to bring my dad's guitar into school, but he was not too fond about that. So he actually surprised me with a guitar, and I'll never forget that. So one day I think I was doing homework, and he came home, and he asked me to help him grab something out of the trunk, and it was a guitar. And so I joined that club and started from there. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So your dad an inspiration, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's fantastic. So, early on when you were in school, like you just mentioned 5th grade and those ages, were you getting involved in like school plays and different things that also allowed you to express your talent, Steph?
Yeah, so I was a part of this sort of singing group in Ottawa, where I'm from, and we did a lot of sort of local fundraisers and charities and different events and stuff like that. So I was always sort of singing on weekends somewhere, and I did a lot of, in elementary school, I joined the choir and the school play and stuff like that to keep busy, for sure.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. So how did this opportunity happen for you to have this blessing of being a part of such a wonderful production as Dear Evan Hansen? I mean, you must have been, when you got that call, you must have been pinching yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a surreal, sort of wild experience. I'm very proud to be a part of the show. I'm very, very grateful. For me, there was the first international production happened here in Toronto in 2019. And I was sort of focusing on music at that time, and I have agents here in Toronto, and they sent me the audition, and it was a long audition process, probably the longest audition process I've ever experienced.
Was it really? Yeah.
Yeah. So I did maybe 2 or 3 self tapes at home, and then I did a couple auditions for the associate directors and directors here in Toronto, and then they actually flew me to New York to audition in front of the entire team, so producers and writers and all the incredible people that are all,
Yeah.
Tony and all that great stuff. So that was just a wild experience for me, and so I started here in Toronto doing the Canadian production, and there happened to be some spots that opened up. We closed, and there happened to be some spots that opened up on the tour. So I got really, really lucky that the role of Zoe was available, and I got to hop on tour and head over to the States, which has been incredible.
And what's it like working with the other cast members and the other performers who are also multi-talented like you? You become, what happens is you become like family because you're doing all of these, night after night productions, and everybody learns everybody's name and everybody is rooting for everybody. It's really a very cool process when you're doing a production of the size and scale of a Dear Evan Hansen, right? You become like family.
Absolutely. We spend, especially on tour, we spend pretty much all of our time together, days off where we're in airports and flying around and bussing around together. And especially with just the nature of the show, there's not a huge cast. So we're all very, very tight knit for sure. And especially the Canadian company. It's just an amazing thing. And I think theater is just in general, the theater community is very, very warm and welcoming and like a big family.
Tell us about the photo that we have here. This is really cool. It looks like a good group of friends there, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. So that's the Canadian group there. So from the Toronto production, and that would have been, I think, on our last day of rehearsals in New York City, which was really cool for me because we rehearsed in New York for the Toronto production. So, I'm a little Ottawa girl from Canada, and it was so cool to stay there for a month and get to explore and get to spend time rehearsing in a famous studio like that and with some incredible people and artists. So that's a special photo for sure.
Yeah, I love this one too. This one, taking a bow.
Yes, opening night in Toronto. Yeah,
Such
such a special experience for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's a great, opportunity to have been picked to be in such a major production like that as one of the first is really extraordinary. Like you said, the auditioning process was really intense. They were looking for that perfect, fit in voice and music and acting prowess, the whole bit. So again, congratulations. That's cool. And this is where it was performed?
Yes, that's the Royal Alex Theatre in Toronto, and they painted it blue for the show.
Oh, did they really? That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think actually it's still blue, and it works well because not now, but prior to the pandemic, Come From Away is in that theater, and they've kind of got a blue theme going on too, so it worked out well.
The blue, I think, looks fantastic. It really does. Yeah. I think it's really amazing, when you see that. Now, as I was saying, obviously, a lot of times people who are performers, they sort of start out maybe early in their life and they're always dancing around the house and they're always, sort of strutting their stuff, and then their family notices them and then they start to audition and sort of get out there. And from what I've learned in doing our research, you really were and still are quite spunky and passionate, but you came out of the gate really early with your passion for performing.
Yes, look at that. That was for a recital. I think I was singing some Shania Twain song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that from a very young age, and I couldn't get enough. I loved it. Yeah, I still do.
Cool. You still do, right? Exactly. How old were you there?
I want to say maybe 5 or 6.
Wow.
Maybe 6 or 7. I'm not sure.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a great shot. And we got another one up and coming as we go along. There you go.
That's one of my favorite photos. Yeah. That's
What was happening here?
So that group of girls there, that was called the Pop Shop in Ottawa, and it's still a sort of a school today. And we did events on weekends all the time, and we actually got a really amazing opportunity to go to Disney World. And I think there
cool.
maybe 8 or 9 there. And we got to sing some songs in Magic Kingdom and SeaWorld, and it was
cool.
a really neat experience. We did actually drive. We drove from Ottawa to Orlando, Florida. So it was like a 24-hour drive in a van. I remember it was a long drive, but worth it.
But worth it. Yeah, that's quite an experience. Wow. That's very, very cool. And you've been to the States on numerous occasions, right? You've had an opportunity to visit areas in New York and, like you say, Disney and other areas of the States. Nashville, have you been to Nashville?
Yes, I'm really, really lucky that, hopping on this tour, I'm getting to see a lot of different cities in the States and some places that I've never been to before. But Nashville was on our stop, was one of the stops last year. So it was amazing to get to go there, and I got to record some stuff and experience the music and just the different beautiful historic landmarks and stuff like that. It's really, really awesome to go there.
Cool city. I know so much music is coming out of Nashville these days. It's really incredible. This is a cool shot. Mask and guitar. You're ready to go. Was this Toronto?
That's in Toronto. Yes. There was an outdoor event there. So it was actually a drive-in concert. And so I was singing to a bunch of cars, which was a new experience for me. You can see people's faces. You just saw sort of car lights and stuff. So it was
like a drive-in theater.
Drive-in, yeah. So that was really cool. It was also the first show I had done in months since everything sort of shut down. So that's a special photo too. Yeah.
That really, really is very cool. I wanted to let you know that we have a variety of people that are watching right now. And there are friends of yours that are rooting you on there in Canada, in Ottawa. And that is the Pop Shop Performing Arts Academy of Ottawa. We're watching now. So proud of you. Welcome, the Pop Shop Performing Arts Academy of Ottawa. We love having you here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Gym Masters TV. Click the notification bell. We would love it, love it, love it. You've done work with them?
Yeah, so that's that photo previously with the group of girls, and I was with the mic there. That's the Pop Shop. We got to go to Disney and all that stuff. So that's really where I owe a lot to Nicole, who runs the Pop Shop. That's sort of really where it's really, really where it all started for me, and she really sort of fostered that love for music, and I don't think I'd be where I am without her. So yeah.
That's really cool. And for her to be even here now, supporting you continually and rooting for you, that's what it takes. Having people that are behind you and that believe in you, even at times when you don't believe in yourself, or when you're like, this is how long does this take for things to happen? And you get frustrated and everything, with all the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into all this hard work of being a performer, an entertainer, a singer, songwriter, musician, an actress, same thing. So it's kind of cool to have people surrounding you who really believe in you, Steph. Here's another great shot. Look at that group. Now I believe you went to Facebook, right?
Yes, I think that was either Facebook or Twitter. We did a tour that day of the headquarters, the Twitter headquarters and the Facebook headquarters in Toronto here. Yeah.
Isn't that cool? I've been to the one in the main one in Menlo Park, California, the Facebook headquarters. I got invited to go there. Yeah. And what a place it is. I'm sure the one there too is pretty cool, huh?
It's very cool. It'd be such a cool workplace. They have the yoga room and the catering all day long. It's pretty fancy. That's
what I saw. The yoga room, and then sometimes people passing by on skateboards, they're on a skateboard, but then as they're passing by in their shorts on the skateboard in California, they have a laptop and they're doing like heavy duty work on their skateboard as they're passing by. It's just like, and then they got a movie
Wow.
theater and they got like places for people to get haircuts and like 15 different restaurants you can pick from for lunch. It's a really quite a cool setup. That, and of course, Google is as well. And you're there in beautiful Canada. Love this shot. Is this Alberta?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's in Banff. So beautiful. Yeah, the tour actually had a few Canadian dates, so we got to go to Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver, and we had to take a trip up there. It's gorgeous. It was very cold, but
yeah. I mean, it looks like you're in God's country, next stop heaven in a way. It's so beautiful. Do you do any winter sports coming from Canada, and skiing or snowboarding or hockey?
No,
ice skating? You do ice skate some, right?
I do a little bit. Yeah, a little ice skating. I've never actually been skiing. My dad's a great skier, but I, for some reason, have never tried it.
Well, you never know, right? Never say never. That's yeah. I love this shot too. Tell us, this is CCMA. Tell us about this. I know this is very special to you too.
Yeah, so a few years back, I was very lucky to be a part of the CCMA Discovery Program. So that's the Canadian Country Music Association. They have this Discovery Program, and they choose, I think there are 6 artists, and we got to spend a week in Toronto and sort of just spend some time working with some really great industry people, and just soak it all in and learn a lot about the industry and the different aspects of it. The whole business side, and we got to work creatively with some sort of stage directors and stuff like that. And it was a really, really, really great experience, great learning experience. And we got to do a couple showcases. So this one was at the CCMA week in Saskatoon in Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really, really cool. Love this shot too.
Yeah, that's just home in Ottawa, just in a park,
Yeah. No, you're the folks who take the photography for you, the headshots and everything. They really capture some fantastic shots here. We were showing these in the intro. This spread of headshots, they're really, really terrific.
Yeah, that's
a cool one there.
So Jen Squires is a Toronto photographer, and she's incredible. I love her work so much.
It's all in the eyes. They say when you take shots, it's all in the eyes, and your eyes are really sort of expressive there, which is fantastic. I love this shot too. I know this was for dear Evan Hansen, right? This is a big one.
Yeah, that's the headshot that they used for all that promo and stuff. Yeah.
So you saw Dear Evan Hansen when it was on Broadway as well? You got to see them do it?
So I didn't see the original production. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we got to, I think it was actually the first day of rehearsals in New York. They gave us some tickets to the show, so that night we all got to see the show. And I've seen a couple different versions with different cast members at this point, but the first time seeing it, I just bawled. It was really, really cool to see it after, and I think this is a lot of people's experience after hearing the cast recording and listening to that all the time. It was amazing to see it put together, because I don't think people necessarily, you can interpret it different ways. So I think it's definitely hearing the music can be a little bit different. Like if you need to see the show to sort of put the pieces together, right?
The music matches the content and the storyline, and all the action. Exactly. What are some other Broadway productions that you love and that you wouldn't mind being a part of? Are there others, past or present, that you've always enjoyed? Some of the musical theater?
Yeah, I've always loved musical theater. My grandparents used to bring me to the theater all the time, and we'd watch. I think the first show I saw was Mamma Mia at the NAC in Ottawa. But while I was in New York, I got to see Waitress, which
Oh yeah.
I fell in love with. And Sarah Bareilles was in the show at the time, and it was incredible. You know, she wrote it, and she's just an amazing vocalist and was just an amazing performer. And the show was, I just think it's brilliant. Yeah. And I love that the music is so cool too.
So is Dear Evan Hansen, as far as the tour, you know, the national tour, is it going to resurrect now that things are slowly, you and I were talking before we went live on the air, how things are slowly opening up? I know they say Broadway will here in the States will be September, but some other regional and outdoor venues are opening, smaller places where they can social distance are doing it. Stadiums are open for, you know, baseball games and more. Is there a plan to have Dear Evan Hansen and your involvement to continue sometime soon in the works?
Yes, they're hoping to start back up in December, I believe. So I think that the dates should be back up on the website. It's just really thrilling because we weren't sure for a very long time if and when anything would return. So yeah, it's really inspiring to see. I mean, in Canada we're a little bit behind you over there, so it's really inspiring to see sports and different theaters and stuff starting to open up.
Exactly right. Yeah, very cool to see too. So how have you stayed sort of creative and collaborative and sane during the craziness of the last 14 months or so? We've all had to sort of pause and pivot and look at our lives and what we want to do next. And how have you been doing that? Obviously, we haven't been able to really travel either. Now we can start to do that. But what are some things you've been doing? Have you cleaned a lot of closets and baked a lot of bread with the family like everybody else?
Yeah, all of that good stuff for sure. I think it was really, really tough at the beginning. Everything just came to a halt, and like many people, it was very challenging. So for a while, I kind of just took the time I needed to sort of relax and take that time, breathe. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you do some songwriting during that time?
I didn't. I kind of felt pretty uninspired for a while, and I was feeling pretty down. It was tough for sure, but I've been doing a little bit more lately, which is great, picking back up. The last summer, things started to open a little bit. There were some sort of outdoor events happening, which is nice that we can do stuff like that. And there's been some virtual things along the way, which is great. The beauty of technology. But yeah, I get to spend a lot of time with my dog, and it's nice being home in Ottawa. I was sort of away from my family for over a year, I guess, or a year a bit. So it's nice to see my cousins are having kids, and it's nice to sort of get to see everyone.
I've interviewed on this show and elsewhere a lot of artists recently too, and they've said exactly what you've said, all of them at all different levels of background, success. And they've said, even though I haven't been able to really perform and be on stage or be on set and be amongst people and fans and the roar of the crowd, as they say, I've been able to sort of breathe and pause and spend time with my friends and family, or especially the family, and even with yourself, in ways that you normally wouldn't have been able to do it because of, production and getting in the recording studio and being on stage and traveling. So a lot of people who are always busy and running and touring, and, I'm always on the road too, here, there, and everywhere. I can definitely relate to that this has been a good year, as crazy as it's been in many different ways and said in many different ways. There's been ways to have some serenity and some peace and get re in touch with the things in life that really matter most, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's been a great time of reflection and sort of relaxation. Growth. And yeah, absolutely.
What are some things that inspire you when you write music, when you write your material, what are some things that inspire you to create music?
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually necessarily write from like a personal place all the time. I really like to sort of draw inspiration from sort of people I know and just sort of other people's life experience. Things that are relatable, but maybe not, experiences that I've been through. I kind of like to draw inspiration from all over. I've definitely watched movies before and felt inspired and wrote a song. It's all about storytelling, I think, at the end of the day. So, yeah.
It really, really is, right? Storytelling, you're a storyteller through music and song in so many different ways. And when you're on stage acting, you're a storyteller as well. And that's through and through, which I think is beautiful. You have a gorgeous looking guitar sitting beside you. Tell us a little bit about that guitar, which I know is another love of your life. What kind of guitar is that? It's beautiful.
I've got a Martin here. It's a little Martin, not a little Martin, sorry. It's a Dreadnought Junior. And this one was on the road with me, so it's been all over the States. It's a great little guitar.
So you want to tickle those strings a little bit and share a song or two with us? We would love it.
Sure, I would love to.
Excellent. Now, again, you do your own material, which I think is awesome. I mean, you can do covers and everything else, but the fact that you do your own material is really, really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to sing a couple originals for you.
Perfect. What's the first one you want to do, Steph?
Let's start with a song called Wildflower.
All right. Wildflower. Here's Steph La Rochelle in Toronto, Canada.
Wildflowers stay out in the sun. Live on freedom, got nowhere to run. Free to fly and free to roam. Ain't got no place to call home. Don't care where they're headed, where they're from. Driving down that damn old dusty road. Windows down, the sun is hanging low. Wasting time and wasting gas when a dandelion hit the dash and found a way to speak right to my soul. Wildflower, wildflower, wash away the worries from my mind. Hearts shatter, wildflower, picking up the pieces of my life. I just need a little push to get me going. Wildflower. Staring at a field of green and gold. Scared to stay but scared of letting go. They say the past is just the past, but sometimes moving on too fast can take you places you don't wanna go. Wildflower, wildflower, wash away the worries from my mind. Hearts shatter, wildflower, picking up the pieces of my life. I just need a little push to get me going. Wildflower. Wildflower, wildflower, wash away the worries from my mind. Hearts shatter, wildflower, picking up the pieces of my life. I just need a little push to get me going. Wildflower.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Really, that's a beautiful song. What inspired you to write that one, Steph?
That one was kind of just on a whim. I remember sitting in my bedroom, and it kind of just, sometimes it just spills out of you. It's funny how that happens, but that one I kind of like to leave up for interpretation, because I feel like it could mean so many things to different people. It could sort of be relevant to a breakup. It could be relevant to sort of grieving a death. It could just be, someone's feeling kind of lost and not sure, sort of maybe, if they're having maybe a new job opportunity or something like that, and not sure if they should leave home. I kind of just like to sort of, it can mean a lot of different things. So.
Really cool. I like that idea of leaving it up to interpretation, because, a lot of times with music, that's exactly what happens. A lot of people hear different songs and they sort of make them their own. Even if the songwriter and the performer had a certain intent, people tend to make it their own, which is cool. You sort of like set the groundwork with the song, and then they absorb it and apply it to their own lives, which is really, it's cool that, you operate that way. I think it makes you more relatable to your fans and to the audience too, which is a very important way to go about yourself. And I think it's really, really cool. You have another song for us too, Steph?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah, I love it. What's this one?
All right, this one's called No Sleep Tonight.
No Sleep Tonight. I know what that's like lately.
All right. No, I'm not getting no sleep tonight. You're storming off after a fight, and I've got black mascara stains on this off-white pillowcase. I'm not getting no sleep tonight. Ooh, what else can we do? So baby, tell me now, do we stay or walk away from all this hurting that we found? Find the path back to the start? Or do we stick it out and find a match, light a candle in the dark? Or do we put a band-aid on our hearts? Well, I hope you're getting some sleep tonight, 'cause I know two wrongs don't make a right. And I don't regret anything that I said, but I hope you're getting some sleep tonight. Ooh, what else can we do? So baby, tell me now, do we stay or walk away from all this hurting that we found? Find the path back to the start? Or do we stick it out and find a match, light a candle in the dark? Or do we put a band-aid on our hearts? baby, tell me now, do we stay or walk away from all this hurt? And now you found the path back to the start. Or do we stick it out and find a match, light a candle in the dark? Do we put a band-aid on our hearts? No, I'm not getting no sleep tonight.
That is amazing. That really,
Thank you.
really fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Where can people find the music? Where can people, if they want to hear, your music, is it on Spotify and iTunes and other places?
So I don't have anything out there just yet. I've got
coming
some
soon, right?
Coming soon, always coming soon, right?
Yeah.
I've definitely got some covers and stuff like that up on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and that sort of thing. Yeah.
So people can check you out there. And does it? I ask this question sometimes of some of the guests who happen to do a variety of different things, like we all tend to do in these careers. Do you have a love for the acting more than the singing, songwriting, or are you a singer, songwriter who also happens to act? Is there any one that really speaks to your heart more, that tugs at your heart more, Steph?
Yeah, I definitely get that question a lot. I think I'm definitely a singer first and foremost. I grew up singing all the time and have such a love of music, and acting came a little bit later for me. And I do love both, but I'd have to say that singing is my first love.
Absolutely. What do you see like as for the future, some things that you'd like to do? I know the career is, you're still in school?
No, I'm not. I'm not in school, no.
So you have the time to be able to devote fully to this career then, huh?
Yeah. And it's I like to sort of keep an open mind, and I've had sort of many different opportunities come my way, and I've done all kinds of things, and I think that's something that I think I have going for me. I'm pretty versatile,
Yeah.
So I kind of love to do it all. I'd love to be on Broadway one day, and I want to record an album, and I'll do a TV show. I'm kind of open to all of it,
That's right. Keep those opportunities and eyes and ears and that passion going, because all those opportunities can, and probably, I'm sure, will come your way. You just keep energized and enthusiastic. And if you get butterflies, that's a good thing, because that means you really care about it. Some people think when you get butterflies, that means I shouldn't be doing whatever that is. No, when you get butterflies in your stomach, that means that you really are passionate about that work, that project, whatever it is. And you really, want to give it your all and strive for the best. So that's, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, they say if you're not nervous, then maybe there's something wrong. Like we do 8 shows a week on the road, and you definitely get those butterflies before every show, and it just means that you care about the work you're doing. So I think that's important to remember.
Your family seeing, this success and being with dear Evan Hansen and all these other things, I imagine they must be really excited to see your relatives, your family, your friends, your wonderful talent being expressed, and more people discovering it and seeing the star rise. I imagine they must be very proud and excited to see this happening for you, Steph, right?
Yes, they're all very proud and supportive, and I'm very, very thankful for a family who's very supportive, because I couldn't have done it without them. And they're the family's the most important thing to me, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So when you look at, I mean, from when you were a kid till now, could you have believed some of the opportunities that have come your way would come in the way that they have? I mean, the whole world pretty much is your oyster right now, you know? Opportunity knocks.
I mean, I always dreamed, and it's all about hard work. And there's definitely been tons of ups and downs, and that's just the way it is. And if you got to persevere and keep going. And I think I mean, you know, I think when I was a kid, I was very naive to sort of the industry and how it works. And I thought I could just, move to the city and do my thing. But there's definitely a lot of hard work involved. And I'm proud
Rent
of
to
the
pay and all that other stuff that
exactly.
the expenses, and all of a sudden here's the bill for the light and the heat, and you're like, what? I
For
forgot
the
about
day,
that part.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you're enjoying the ride. You're enjoying it. You're getting a chance to express yourself. You're very talented, Steph. And I just, Merlin actually she says she's only about an hour from you. She's in Ontario as well. She's one of our regular Lovity viewers, and they've already called you a Lovity. Remember I said the show has a lot of Lovity, to it, because
Yes,
that word slipped out of my mouth in the summertime. So they've already called you a Lovity. It feels pretty good to be a Lovity on the Jim Masters show live, doesn't it?
I love it. Yeah.
Cool word. Merlin in Ontario says, who is your favorite singer? Do you have, I know you mentioned some folks that, inspire you along the way, but do you have a favorite? That might be a tough question to narrow it down to one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah.
There's so many. I think my favorite all-time vocalist has to be Celine Dion or Celine Dion.
Yeah. Canada's Celine Dion.
Just incredible. And Canadian, so that's cool. But she's just one of the most amazing vocalists ever.
Yeah. Probably hope one day maybe to get a chance to meet her, huh?
That would be incredible. Yeah, I got a chance to see her show in Montreal one time. My mom and I took a bus and we saw her concert, and it was surreal. It was incredible. It'd be pretty cool to meet her one day. Yeah.
Celine, if you're watching, Steph's available for a cup of coffee or a soda. Are there people that are sort of on your list who you would dream of doing a duet with, male or female?
Oh, that's a good question. A collab.
You got Bublé on the other side. I think he's from Western Canada. Isn't he from Vancouver
Yeah,
area? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's a good one. There's so many, I I'd have to say, I mean, anyone really. I think it would be really cool to sing with maybe like Sarah Bareilles or something like that. She's such a great vocalist. And I think just like she's got a great tone. I think our tones would work well. Some great harmonies going on, something like that.
Right. Exactly. Sort of play off each other and complement each other, tonality wise and vocally, which is perfect when that happens too. You like also playing, you're a musician as much as you are a singer-songwriter, and I know that when you perform, you also like to perform, backed by other musicians, talented musicians as well, and you've had an opportunity to do that, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen those guys in a while. Yeah, so we played a few shows in Ottawa together. That's actually my cousin in the back there on the drums, Chris.
Oh wow, yeah.
And Damien on bass, I went to high school with, and then I'm not sure, somebody introduced me to Mitch on guitar there, and it just worked out really well, and we started playing shows together, and it was awesome to get. It's great to have an acoustic show and play on guitar, but those guys really elevated everything, so it was so fun.
Could you see yourself being a part of a band if that opportunity developed as well? A regular band?
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be so much fun. It's there's nothing like live music.
Yes, right, exactly. And then again, that's fortunately starting to come back, which is very important and cool. Tell us about this shot. What was happening here?
This is a funny one. It looks like I'm up on stage there singing, but this was actually at the Ryman, I believe it was there,
Oh, really?
auditorium
Yeah.
in yeah, in Nashville. So we did a little tour there, and they had I can't see the entire name there, but there was a band playing that night, so they kind of had their stuff set up. But they sort of let everyone get up on stage and hold the guitar, and they snapped a pic. So that was just a fun little photo. But so cool to be in that space. It was just
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah,
We heard
absolutely.
the soundtrack. The
Yeah,
acoustics are incredible.
this is a great shot too.
Yeah, that one, I believe that was the CCMA Discovery Showcase in
Yeah,
Saskatoon. Yeah, great shot.
that's really, really cool. Are there venues too that you would love to play? Like, oh boy, it would be cool to play in that city or at that venue, that stadium or concert hall. A lot of performers, or even act. Are there various places that are sort of on your Steph dream list?
I'm thinking locally, there's the Danforth Music Hall in Toronto here. I think that would be a cool spot to play. It's a little theater in the East End, and there's lots of stuff that goes on there. That's definitely one on my list. That'd be really cool.
Carnegie Hall on that list too.
Pardon?
Carnegie Hall on that list too.
Oh yeah, why not?
The Kodak's Theater, Carnegie Hall, the Acropolis in Greece, maybe Royal Albert Hall there in
Oh yeah,
London. Yeah, put them all on the list, and as you go
put them on
along,
the
you
list.
can
Absolutely.
just check them
Mark 'em off.
off. Just check them off. Exactly. What are some of the things that are bring you great joy and blessing in your life that foster this desire to want to perform and act and sing and create all this great material for the rest of us, Steph?
I think I've definitely got some other passions. I'm Italian. My grandparents immigrated from Italy, so I love food. I love cooking, and I think that's another way to for me to express sort of my. It's a craft, cooking, right? So it's a
Yeah.
express my artistry through food. That's fun.
Do
But I
you
like
have
to
a
sort
favorite?
of
Is there something
favorite.
that you cook that is a Steph specialty?
Oh, I cook all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty good at. I do a lot of different like soups and stews. I like to do that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but all kinds of stuff. I'm a big foodie for sure. But yeah, I like to sort of keep it well rounded. Doing this as a career, you want to keep it balanced and have some other hobbies and passions to sort of round it off.
So you said Italian. The name La Rochelle, is that Italian, or is there a French in there? Or
That's French for sure. So my dad grew up in Quebec in Canada here, and
back? Yeah.
I believe the name originates from there's an island in France called La Rochelle. So I believe it originates from there. Yeah.
Very, very cool. So right now, we're entering summer soon. What's other than coming on the Jim Master Show live, which we love, and we'll definitely have you back. We'll keep the porch light on for you anytime. We'll, stay connected. Let's stay connected and keep me abreast of cool things that are happening in your life and projects you're working on, and we'll root you on and we'll welcome you back. But right now, what's a typical day like for you?
It's so different. It's really strange to have a lot of downtime. I've sort of been, I've been back and forth a little bit, Ottawa and Toronto. Spending time with family in Ottawa and then doing some stuff here. And to be honest, I've been doing some work part time because you got to pay those bills, and trying to sing a little bit every day and keep that going and do a little bit of writing and walking the dog, of course, and maybe cooking a nice meal. And it's been a full, 180 spin. It's we were so busy on the road and hadn't, go, no time to wind down. So it's been so different.
And then, right, and then it sort of all stopped. Did you have, I know a lot of people I chatted with so far on this show and, my television radio work have said that in the beginning, they sort of were getting down in the dumps, maybe a little depressed. Did you deal with any of that too, as this just continued to go on and on and on for the longest time? Now things are turning around, thank God, vaccines and everything else. But did you have probably happy moments and then some moments where you were like, gee, I really want to be performing and expressing myself?
Yeah, it was really, really tough at the beginning, especially when, we just had no idea what things were going to look like and what sort of the timeline was. And I think that was super hard for me, because it was almost like, okay, well, are things going to turn around in 2 months, or is it going to be like 3 years? Like, we just had no idea. So that was really tough. It's really uplifting to see things turning around now, for sure. But yeah, and I'm sure many people feel that too. It's been hard, and it's still tough, because it may be different in the States, but Canada, it's summer now, so that's nice that we can get some sort of outdoor music events going. But it's been really, really hard on the arts. Theaters are still closed, live music is impossible, and so it's just really tough not to sort of have that outlet.
It's turning around slowly here in the United States, but it's not quite there yet. I mean, they're just still slowly opening, and some people are still wanting to be distant a little bit. They just treading lightly, in many different ways. I know Europe, and my friends who are in Europe and some of the guests we've had on the show from Ireland and other places, England, they've said the same thing. It still continues to be a little bit of a tougher situation in Europe as well, with things, with the different lockdowns that have happened and things of that nature. I know Ontario had not that long ago a pretty strong lockdown, right?
Yeah, we've been through a few lockdowns. It's kind of all, they're all jumbled together in my mind. But
it's just one big,
just one big, But yeah, we, especially the Toronto area, it's just there's a lot of people here, and the cases were very high for a while. So, it was complete lockdown. You go to the grocery store and that's about it, and you stay home, and it all for a good reason. But it's definitely tough for the arts, and I think it's important, because like theater and live music is it gets people through some tough times, and luckily we have technology the way that we do, that we can do some live shows virtual shows and things like that. But
right.
There's nothing like being in the room, so I can't wait for that to get back.
It will. You just hang in there, Steph. It will. And there's a lot of people that are looking forward to seeing you do your thing. And then when dear Evan Hansen returns, you'll be out doing your thing as well. And you'll be on those stages. And any plans to eventually go into the recording studios and lay down some material, like on CD or MP3s, what have you, online stuff too, in the recording studios?
Yeah. Actually, I was actually supposed to head to Nashville in May of last year, but that didn't happen, of course. Yeah. So I've been trying to get some things in the works here, and hopefully get in the studio here in Toronto and get some stuff done before we hopefully head out on the road. And right. I think Nashville might be another stop, so maybe we'll spend some time in some studios there. That'd be cool.
Got a lot of friends in Nashville. If they are not from there, they've moved there because it's become such a music. I mean, New York and LA still big, but Nashville in the United States has really become a massive hub for not just you. Most people would say, oh, what is it, a hub just for country music? No, pop music, jazz. It really is a tremendous hub for so many different artists and up and coming artists too, because there's like a network of people who really support one another in music and in the arts there too, like Broadway does in New York, and the film and TV industry in Hollywood and LA, and the music industry there in Nashville. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and stronger. And who knows, maybe one day that'll be where you're there, you're located. It'll be your affiliate office or something.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of Canadians that I know of that have moved that way. It's definitely a huge help. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you nothing but continued success, my friend. This was really amazing, getting a chance to learn more about you. I'd been familiar with you, and when the team approached me and said, "Hey, would you like to have Steph on?" I said, absolutely. And knowing that you're so committed to what you do, you love what you do, you're so passionate, you've got a terrific acting background that's just growing, your voice is amazing, your musicianship, and you've got a great positive spirit. You understand what life's all about, and the important things in life, family and friends, and you pay it forward. And I think that's a beautiful thing, Steph. So you keep doing what you're doing, and I wish you nothing but all the best. And we'll stay in touch. Keep us posted on all the cool things that you're doing. And you stay well, you and your family. And I hope the show met whatever expectations that you had, and you enjoyed the time with me, Steph, as I certainly have with you.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I definitely had a blast, and thank you so much for having me on the show. And I'm really, really happy we got a chance to chat.
Absolutely. And hopefully that'll be in person, whether it's, in New York, because we're in that area here, or if I'm on a TV shoot in Toronto area, I'll let you know, LA, Nashville, whatever it may be. But let's stay in touch, and we'll continue rooting for you. And all the lovelies have been saying really cool comments, like Mary Bishop in Florida says, "You're very talented, Steph. Hang in there. It was wonderful meeting you," which was really, really nice. And Kathleen Walker in New York City says, "You are very talented, beautiful voice. Thanks for sharing your talent with us." And Austin Fields says, "Another great show. We appreciate that." And Jen Barry, who's in Allentown, Pennsylvania, USA, says, "Steph, you sound great. Blessed be." Kathleen says, "When you were singing, so pretty, loving the song." Merlin there in Ontario, Canada, says, "You put so much emotion in your songs," and you really, really do. Jane, who's watching in Sweden, says, "Sounds familiar. No sleep." You know why? She watches our show, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern live, 4 p.m. Pacific. But in Sweden, it's like after midnight, and she's with us. Juanita in South Africa, where it's already tomorrow. They're true lovelies. Claps coming in from Merlin in Ontario, and more coming in. Jane in Sweden says, "What a beautiful voice." And Merlin says, "Good for you, you little Canuck, you, eh?" Just with the Canadian accent, and all the photos they liked as well. And again, the Pop Shop Performing Arts Academy of Ottawa watching, so proud of you as well. We appreciate them being with us here on the show. And Kathleen welcomes you to the Loverty family too. And a couple more comments coming in here live. Anybody that wants to see this episode again with my special guest, Steph La Rochelle, you can see it on our YouTube channel at Gym Masters TV 24/7. And Jane says it's 2:11 where she is in Sweden. That's late. And good to see you, Joan, and welcoming Steph to Loverty Hall. Merlin is saying, "You keep up the good work, my Canadian friend." And good stuff from the Loverties here.
All those comments.
Yeah, hopefully this perked up your spirits. Everybody that comes on the show says their spirits are lifted, especially during this crazy time. Sort of lifts them up a little bit, and it gives them that little oomph to say, you know what, I'm going to keep going out there doing what I want to do. And hopefully that did that for you as well, my friend.
Yes, you've got a great thing going on here, and some true fans. I love it.
Would love it. Yeah, spread the word. Hope you guys will join us again. And it was really a pleasure. You take care and be well. And we wish you nothing but the best, Steph. Okay.
You as well. Thank you so much for having me, Jim.
You're welcome. Take care now. Bye-bye. Steph La Rochelle, amazing, live from Toronto, Canada. Maybe you're aware of her. Maybe this is the very first time you had an opportunity to learn about her. That's what we like to do on the Jim Master Show Live. We always have a good time, and we always like to introduce you to some cool people. As well, we like to chat with you and say hello to you guys as well. I want to let you know that coming up on the show, and yes, she was live from Toronto, Canada, the wonderful city of Toronto. We thank her very much for, and you got a chance, she did a live performance, a couple of songs. Those were originals of hers as well, which she had asked me before, and her team asked, Jim, you want her to do covers or would you like her to do some originals? And I said, we always hear all kinds of different covers, but how about some originals, things that, are coming from her heart and soul. And that's what you heard today on the Jim Master Show Live. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We're here literally 7 days a week, and we've been doing this show over 400 episodes. You can find them all on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We would love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And on this episode, this video, click like, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment on the YouTube channel under the video. That really helps us too. YouTube, they note all of that and they follow that. So if you love the Jim Master Show Live, JMS Live, and what we're doing here with the Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, drop a comment on our YouTube channel under the video, drop a like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet. That really means the world to us. I want to let you know that we've got some amazing guests coming up. Rico Simonini is coming tomorrow. He is an award-winning actor, film producer, screenwriter, and believe it or not, he is also a renowned Los Angeles cardiologist too. He was in incredible movies like Glengarry Glen Ross with Jack Lemmon and Kevin Spacey and so much more. He's all stoked and excited about coming on the Jim Master Show Live tomorrow night. So much so, he sent us this video.
Hi, I'm Rico Simonini, and I'm just thrilled to be joining you live this Friday, June 11th, on the Jim Masters Live Show. So tune in this Friday, the 11th, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. for those of you who are out here in sunny California.
And Rico's going to be with us. It's going to be amazing. That's tomorrow night, Friday on JMS Live. And then guess what? On Saturday, we've got 2 shows on Saturday. Yes, one at 2 p.m. Eastern and another one at 7 p.m. 2 p.m. live from Brussels, Belgium, the incredible singer and songwriter, Malou Beauvoir. Yes, she's all excited. We have all kinds of incredible music to share with you. She's a very inspired singer-songwriter. She's got a beautiful story to share, and she will be live from Brussels, Belgium at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, here on the Jim Masters Show Live, Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series this Saturday. Now, that's Saturday afternoon, right? But the entertainment and fun doesn't stop there, because on Saturday night, live from New York, we have the really popular pop group October Project. They are renowned. They are incredibly talented. October Project. As soon as I mentioned they were going to be on, it was like a wildfire. Everybody was so excited. What date? When are they going to be on? Oh, Jim, I love your show. I can't wait till they're on. So that's cool. We love all that fanfare. October Project is with us this Saturday night live. It's going to be awesome. And that is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So this Saturday, we've got 2 shows. We've got Malou Beauvoir from Belgium at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific this Saturday. And then Saturday night, live from New York City, October Project's going to be with us, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be amazing. We're really, really looking forward to that. Coming up also on Sunday, we have Tony-winning producer Adam Weinstock. He's going to be with us on Sunday. That's an early show, 3 p.m. Eastern. So those of you who are watching around the world, you should be able to join us as well, because we have it earlier. It won't be so late at night in Europe and Africa and places like that. Our audience comes from all around the world. And boy, do we welcome all of you in the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, wherever you are, Japan, wherever you're watching us. It's so cool to have you here. On Monday, we have a very well-known actress and Grammy-nominated singer, too, who starred as the mom in the 1980s sitcom on the ABC television network, Mr. Belvedere. Eileen Graff is going to be with us Monday. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Then we have New York Times best-selling author. And when I say best-selling author, I'm talking about New York Times best-selling author over 29 times. He's written about 30 books or so. He's got this incredible new book out, David Fisher, The Executive Order, that and many more. He's coming up on Tuesday. We can't wait to have him on the show on Tuesday. And then guess who's with us on Wednesday? Rosalind Kind, brilliant singer and entertainer. She's the sister of Barbra Streisand. Yes, Barbra Streisand's sister. She's with us on Wednesday here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Then get ready for some great comedy as comedian and comedy writer and actor. This is Jeffrey Mark. He's going to be with us live on the Jim Masters Show Live. That's coming up next week as well on Thursday. And then so many more. It's just really a fest of great entertainment, lots of cool moments, and so much more. We'll try to see if we can throw in some of our host Lovity chat shows, pop-up shows. In the summertime, we're going to be on location a lot. So we're going to take you on location with us as well. And hey, Super Chat. Thank you so much, Kathleen, doing the Super Chat, which helps our show. Lovity hugs and kisses from Kathleen in New York City. We love you. When you see that, we extra highlight that and we celebrate that when there's special colors. There's also super emoji stickers, I think, that YouTube does as well. But when you see that, that really helps the show big time and all the hours of production, everything we put in. So Kathleen, thank you. We love you there in New York City as well. You have a great night. And this was fun. Loved it. Thank you, Kathleen. And Steph La Rochelle, you can find her again on the internet, her website. And Jane in Sweden says, great show tonight. Thank you very much. Good to have you here as well in Sweden. And Sherry Larson says, thank you for another wonderful evening. My pleasure. We wish all of you a great rest of your night. Mary says, fun night. Good night, all. You as well. And everybody here. And yes, Kathy, check the archives as well. I think you'll enjoy it. And we wish you guys and toast you with our Las Vegas mug tonight. Welcome to Vegas. From all of us here at the Jim Masters Show Live. Thanks for being with us, gang. You guys are the best. We're going to wrap up. And we want to let you know, too, that the Jim Masters Show Live, as you guys know, is always available on our YouTube channel. And if you missed anything about this episode, any segments or any of Steph performing live, feel free to see it again on our YouTube channel 24/7, 365. All 400 plus episodes are there just for you. And because, you know, we want to put some smiles on your face and have a laugh or two, you know, we're trying to lighten the load for everybody here. Life can be crazy and can be chaotic. And when we started a year ago, we wanted to put smiles on your face, and we're still aiming to do that, gang. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to share the lovity. Don't forget to find your Zen place, wherever that may be. Mine's with loving family and friends. And of course, I love cycling and tennis and music and writing and swimming in the ocean, which we're going to do really soon as it warms up. That's the Atlantic Ocean here in the Northeastern United States. Swimming, surfing, boogie boarding, sailing it, floating in it. I love the ocean. I'm a swimmer, and I love the ocean ever since I was a kid. Grew up near it, and we're near it right now here on the coast. And my work in television and radio and stage, on air, on camera, and behind the scenes. Love that too. That's another Zen place. Do what you love and love what you do. And it's, again, join us here on the Jim Masters Show Live for great entertainment, inspiring conversations, light, love, and levity. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up. Merlin in Canada, you have a good night, and good night to Jane, and good night to Joan. Good night to Christine as well. You guys can see everything there in the archives at Jim Masters TV. All right, we're going to scoot off. We wish you a great day wherever you are around the world. If it's morning, noon, or night, we're just glad you're here, and continue to spread the word. Tell everybody about this cool place on the internet called the Jim Masters Show Live. We love being here with all of you, and we hope you love your time here with us as well. Day games over the weekend. See you then. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Be well, gang. You're the very best. We love you all. And don't forget, we have our Facebook group, JMS Live, Lovity Hall. I try to chime in whenever I can to say hello to everybody. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Jim Masters TV. And of course, Steph La Rochelle is on all of those cool places as well. All right, be well. Cheers. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Rico is here, amazing actor and also cardiologist. Talk about dual roles, huh? He's incredible. He's here with us on JMS Live tomorrow night. Be well. Have a good night. Bye-bye.